Have you ever felt like something inside you was asleep? That even with the passing of time, desire is still there, but in a different way, more subtle, more silent. Maybe you even thought it was just in your head, or that age had simply arrived and that was it. But let me share a secret with you that could change the way you understand your sexuality. Desire doesn't die, it just changes its skin. And when we learn to listen to it again, it's like rediscovering a forgotten part of who we are. What I want to share with you today goes far beyond a conversation about sex. It's an invitation to reconnect with your body, your vitality, your sensitivity. It doesn't matter if you're 40, 60, or 75. Intimacy remains a living part of your emotional, physical, and even spiritual health. And yes, it can continue to be vibrant, even more than before, if you learn to care for it with tenderness, science, and presence. I'm a sexologist specialized in mature sexuality. I've spent years studying how sexuality evolves over time, how the body transforms, how desire responds to life experiences, traumas, fears, and silences. And what I've seen throughout my clinical practice marked me deeply. It's not age that extinguishes desire, it's the absence of dialogue. It's the fear of touching, the fear of asking, the fear of not knowing where to start. And when that fear becomes silence, the body shuts down too. But the body has memory, and the right touch at the right time with the right listening can reactivate connections you thought were lost. Pleasure doesn't depend on youth, it depends on awareness. And that's exactly what I want to show you today. Shall we talk about oral sex? Breathe. Many people frown or feel uncomfortable just hearing those words, but I promise you this conversation will be different, because I'm not going to talk about positions or techniques like a lifestyle magazine. I'm going to explain, from a medical and emotional perspective, what happens in a woman's body during oral stimulation, why that moment can be so deep, and how it can be done safely, respectfully, and with deep connection. Many men have genuine questions. Is it safe? What about the smell? The taste? These are totally valid questions. What is not valid is prejudice, judgment, or rejection, which often comes from ignorance, not bad intention. So let's understand it together. Vaginal fluids, when a woman is healthy, are natural, clean, and an essential part of her intimate health. They contain amino acids, enzymes, minerals, lactic acid, all of which maintain the vaginal pH balance and protect against infections. The smell and taste can vary, of course, depending on diet, hydration, hormones, and even stress. A woman who drinks little water or consumes a lot of coffee, for example, might have a stronger smell or a more acidic taste. On the other hand, a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and good hydration keeps everything more balanced and pleasant. Now then, is there a risk? Yes, like in any intimate practice, especially if there's a sexually transmitted infection or if the person performing oral sex has cuts, bleeding gums, or ulcers. But beyond that, oral sex between healthy people is safe, and more than that, it can be deeply pleasurable and relationship strengthening. It's an act of giving that, when accompanied by respect, can transform the bond. Let me tell you about a patient who came to my office worried. He had had an intimate encounter with a new partner, and during oral sex noticed he had a sore on his gum. He thought he had made a serious mistake. We talked, reviewed the actual risks, ran tests, and do you know what happened? Both were healthy. But the most interesting thing was that after going through that experience with transparency, they felt even more connected. Because trust is also erotic. Which brings me to a point almost no one talks about: the emotional value of oral sex. When a man accepts his partner's body as it is, without shame, criticism, or fear, he sends a powerful message. He is saying, "I accept you completely." That opens a huge emotional door. The woman feels valued, safe, and when she feels safe, her body responds, lubrication improves, desire increases, surrender happens, and everything flows with more truth. Still, it's important to know how to read the signals. If at any moment you notice something different, a strong odor, irritation, unusual discharge, the correct response isn't to recoil in disgust or make jokes, it's to be supportive, to kindly suggest a medical checkup, because the body changes, especially with age. Menopause, hormonal shifts, menstrual cycles, all these influence. What matters is having an attentive eye and an open heart. And it's not all about the other person. Many men, unfortunately, sabotage their own intimate health with destructive habits, excessive alcohol, smoking, sedentary lifestyle, poor diet. All of this affects blood flow, which is essential for erection, sensitivity, and sexual response. And there's a silent poison, stress. The anxiety to perform, to not fail, triggers cortisol, which blocks testosterone and lowers desire. That's why I always say sexual health doesn't start in bed, it starts in the mind, in daily habits. Want a safe path to improve your intimate life? Sleep well, stay hydrated, walk every day, eat fruits rich in antioxidants like pineapple, berries, and citrus. And most importantly, talk. Talk to your partner about what you like, what you don't, what you desire. Intimacy doesn't grow in silence, it blooms in trust. And if you're thinking of using supplements, be careful. The internet is full of miracle promises, pills that promise instant potency, magical formulas. I don't recommend anything without scientific backing, but there are natural compounds that can help. Citrulline, found in watermelon, improves circulation. Combinations with tribulus, fenugreek, ginseng help regulate testosterone and support prostate health. But all of this must be used with guidance, because every body is different. And remember, a supplement doesn't perform miracles. It complements, it doesn't replace healthy habits. If at 60 or 70 you still desire a fulfilling sex life, it's not a fantasy, it's biology, it's health, it's legitimate desire. All you need is the right information, care, and the courage to allow yourself to live it fully. So, next time you're in an intimate moment, remember this. Safety and communication don't kill passion, they deepen it. And when you touch your partner's body with knowledge and tenderness, you're not just giving pleasure, you're giving acceptance, you're giving love. From all my years as a sexologist, I can tell you this. True masculine power isn't in performance, size, or frequency. It's in awareness, in listening, in respect. Take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your desire, because well-guided passion is medicine for the body, the heart, and the soul. And now, if this conversation made you think, feel, reflect, I want to invite you to continue this journey with me. Subscribe to Wise Sexuality, turn on the bell, share this video with someone you love, someone who needs to hear these words, and tell me in the comments, what do you feel you need to rediscover in your intimacy? Let's build a mature, conscious, and vibrant community together, because you deserve to live pleasure with wisdom, and I will be here to guide you every step of the way. Until our next encounter.